I am back out in the shop and look what came in today, my push stick. I'm happy to have this and we can now go ahead and start squaring all of these up. But you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna stick with the theme of squaring two sides, and I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these blanks squared up tonight. And then tomorrow night or the next night we're in the shop, we'll go ahead and square the remaining two sides on everything. That's gonna give me a great base to draw from of SpectraPly as well as complementary blanks so that I can make, hopefully, some really amazing segmented blanks. I'm squaring up some crazy stuff, man. Check that out. Some old chaos pieces. I found a bunch of really odd stuff up in the loft. I grabbed that bucket, so I'm gonna have plenty of stuff squared up here real soon. It's getting late, it's about 8:30, but I got through all of these blanks. That is a ton of blanks in there. I know it may not look like much, it's only half a 5-gallon bucket, but it's a ton of blanks. That's stuff I went and scraped up from the loft. I haven't even touched these piles yet. So I got a bunch more stuff. 1, 2, 3 boxes. I don't know what's in there. I got to go through that. And I've been sorting stuff out into smaller boxes of what, just junk, little cut-offs, things like that. I'll either find something to do with those or I'll find a way to get rid of them. I'm not exactly sure what I'll do yet. I am going to pull out the vacuum and clean this mess up. And then I'm calling it a night. It's Thursday night. I am not going to post this video because it's not enough of it, but I will combine it with my Friday night video, and you guys will be seeing this a day after it happened. So hopefully by then I'll have a bunch more of these blanks squared up on two sides and ready to finish. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, a little after 10. I'm out in the shop, got the AC cranking, got the fan blowing that cool air through the shop. Feels pretty good out here right now. It's been running for about an hour, hour and a half. I started it before I came out. Got these blanks that need to be finished squaring. These blanks need to finish square. These blanks need to get two sides squared so that they can be finished. And then I'll have a bunch of stock to choose from because I want to start working on a jig today and another blank. It's not an original. It's one I've seen, I've done before, but I want to build a jig to make it easy to make so that I can make a bunch of them. But before I get started with any of that, you guys will remember these blanks here that I just made. I want to prep one of these for turning, get it to the point of having a tube in it and the glue drying so that tomorrow when I come out here, I can turn it. I want to do a video on turning these blanks. The second thing I want to do about these blanks is I want to do a write-up on how they're made, do instructions essentially. So we're going to work on instructions. Those are the primary two things. Number one, get one prepped to turn. Number two, get the photos and the instructions together to make one. And then number three, we'll get over here and start working on this and this. I got the tube glued into my blank. This blank was way larger than a Sierra tube, but that's okay. I made them a little larger because some people were asking me when I sewed blanks the last time, they were all cut for the length of a Sierra tube, and they were like, well, I want to make this different pin and it's a little longer or whatever. So I made my blanks a little longer this time. Figured they could always cut off what they didn't need, but I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. And I just went to the table saw and squared the other two sides of these two blanks. Got a maple blank and a pink SpectraPly, and I'm going to start working on making actually this style blank with the maple at both ends and with the SpectraPly between it. You can see how nice that looks, and that's the style blank I'm going to make. And I'm getting ready to do some photographs of these blanks, just taking the photographs and documenting the steps that I go through to make this blank. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. Well, I got my blanks made and I got a boatload of pictures taken, as well as I got my notes over here. This is page 2. Page 1 is full, and I just need to get these typed up on the computer and get the pictures all kind of cut and in place. And I'll have another set of patterns that I'll drop on my Etsy store. If you're interested in taking a look at the Etsy store, go to the description of this video and I'll put the link to my Etsy store in there. And what you'll also find is I am going to have a sale. All of my patterns, all single patterns are going to go to $3.99 per pattern. So what I'm going to do now is a little bit of quick cleanup. Actually, I think I'll wait on the cleanup. I think what I'm going to do now is get back to squaring the second or two sides of these blanks so that I can finish all of this up and then focus 100% on building a new jig to make this new style blank that I want to make. Well, I'm pretty happy. Those buckets are empty. Those boxes are gone. Everything is two-sided squared in that box. These are the miscellaneous pieces that I need to do something with. and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. But some of that stuff, some of these boxes were over here, and some of those pieces were in these boxes. But I'm just kind of cleaning up. My saw is a wreck. I am going to clean the top of it off, and that's about it for now, because I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to get a bite to eat. Then I'm going to come back, and every bit of this is going to get squared. So I am excited to have these blanks ready to go. As soon as we're done, we're going to start working on a jig. I am finally done, guys. All these blanks are squared, and you'll notice these are marked A, B, C, D, and E. And the reason why is the larger blanks, I squared larger, and you can see how much, let's just pull one of these, how much smaller one of these is. Just depending on the size of the wood, I didn't want to cut all that wood away, because I thought, well, you know, I could probably make some decent sized blanks out of those. So I ran everything through that would go. Anything that wouldn't fit, I just weighed it. I sized the fence down to the blade just a little bit and just continued to cut. And now I've got a great assortment of blanks that are ready to be turned into any type of segmented blank that I can think of. I'm excited about this. I'm wore out, and man, have I got a mess to clean up. That's all that's left right there. This is what's left. That was the really small stuff. If you look over here, empty, empty, empty. And then those boxes that had stuff in them, I mean, that's just small cutoffs. Those are thin strips of wood. Those are blocks of wood. Those are old pen blanks. And those are dowels. And I just kind of sorted them out, because this one, I got to put that in the box, and that one, those four are going away. I don't exactly know how, where, but these four are leaving my shop. I'm not going to mess with them anymore. I'm going to get 2 boxes to put that stuff in. I'm going to box them up, tape them up, and I'm going to take them somewhere and give them to somebody. There was a lady, I wish I could remember her name, who was a jewelry maker who would love to have that. But if you happen to be coming to the Mid-Ohio Valley Pin Turner Gathering and you'd be interested in any one of these boxes or all 4 of these boxes, you let me know and I will bring them. You can have them for free. All you got to do is take them home with you. Let me know. Well, guys, I've been working on my sled tonight. Got a little bit of it done. I ended up drilling my holes a little too big for the nuts. They fit perfectly inside of the knobs, so I had to put a little epoxy on them. So I'm going to call it quits, let that epoxy dry overnight, and I'll pick up tomorrow where I left off, which is testing the sled to verify that it works, making any modifications I need to it, and I'm really excited about being able to use this sled. I think it's going to, well, I hope it's going to make a specific type of blank that I want to start building super easy to make. I'll take you guys along for the ride. Guys, that's about it for me. It's been a great day. It's still hot and humid out here, even though I've had this air conditioner cranking all day. It just never quite cooled down. It is hot here in Indiana, and it's humid, real humid. But I think what I'm going to do, I still have to get these blanks photographed, because at some point in the future, I will sell them, but I just have to have time to do it. And I'm really excited about making this sled and creating these new blanks, and that's why I did all of this. So I got a lot of things going right now, and I'm just really excited to be doing everything that I'm doing, and I'm so happy that you guys are coming along for the ride. Sorry about kind of the boring content of slicing and dicing everything, but sometimes, you know, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, right? And it's not always fun. That part is boring, but now we're going to start getting to the fun part, because we're going to start experimenting and learning and figuring out how to make a new style blank. And I'm super excited. So stay tuned, hang in there. I'll talk to you again real soon. Fingers crossed I'll be tomorrow. I hope it's tomorrow. We just have to see what happens tomorrow. But hang tight, and I'll be back soon. We'll be working on blanks, finishing the sled up, and going to start having a lot of fun in the shop. Take care, have a great evening, and I will see all of you again very, very soon.